When we was kids, we would be outside dusk until dawn, day in, day out. We would get on them bikes and be clear across on the other side of town, and nobody knew where we were, and nobody even asked.
There was a time when kids would just be out late playing, out at the park, riding their bikes, and it seems like that's kind of vanished these days. And really, I don't actually know why. A lot of these kids now, they're in the house playing with their iPads all day, with their tablets. So I'm wondering what you think about other parents and other people who think that this is something that is a problem. Check out these videos and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think.
Send your children outside. They need all the character development that I had playing outside. They need to learn how to run a business by running their mud kitchen. They need to learn how to struggle by playing make-believe in the woods, whether they're wizards and witches or cops and robbers or whatever other game they can come up with. They need to pretend. They need to get lost. Let them go out in the woods and get lost and figure out how to get home from there. They need to build trust in themselves and the environment. Let them go climb trees. Let them go through ditches. Let them explore. They need to communicate. Send an entire group out there into a cornfield. Tell them to play hide and seek. They need to learn how to just figure crap out. Send them out there with a packed lunch. Don't open any of their wrappers and just let them fend for themselves. They need to just learn. Throw some books outside. I don't know. Give them a lawnmower manual. I don't know. Quit buying them brand new stuff when they break something. Let them learn how to fix it like a bike chain. Let them understand pain. Let the bike chain break again and let them tumble over the handlebars. Kids today are so soft. Send them outside, dang it. They need to learn from the real world. They ain't gonna learn everything on an iPad. That's why you're raising sissies.
Yo, this new generation of kids, they don't even go outside anymore, bruh. They don't even go outside, bruh. I swear, bruh. They're always on their phones or tablets. They're always watching TV or they're always on the console. They don't even go outside to play anymore, bruh. They play, this is what they play. They always here. Always here, always here. They don't even go outside to play, bruh. I remember me as a kid. I used to go outside, play, get hurt, then come back. You know, life. It used to be fun back then. All they do now is stay indoors and they're always on their phones. Come on, dog. Yeah. Like, think about it, boy. You remember the times you used to get chased by dogs? Traumatic experiences. Like, they don't even cover about that anymore. What, guys?
You know why kids aren't playing on this playground? Because it sucks. Bring back giant climbing things. Bring back dangerous spinny things and crazy swings that make you a little sick.
Hey, why don't kids play outside anymore? The outside. Like, where's a kid supposed to play in this image? There's no nature, there's a tiny empty front lawn and a tiny empty backyard, and most of the free space in this image is dedicated to cars. We're kind of living in this awful chicken and the egg situation where everything is spread out because of cars, and we need cars because everything is spread out. Why do we keep creating these living situations where you have to have a car in order to exist as a person? Like, if you live in this neighborhood, having a car is not optional, and then like every member in the family needs their own car. There's this image I think about a lot where they compare the size of a single highway interchange in Houston to the entire city of Siena, Italy, with a population of 30,000. And there are so many studies about how car ownership actively makes us miserable and angry and stressed, and this brand new one about how driving makes us lonely compared to living in a place with a healthy public transportation system. And the worst part is, this is a situation that we actively designed by doing really stupid things like getting rid of mixed zoning laws. So we ended up replacing beautiful little corner stores with empty lots. And it's led us to living situations like this where we're disconnected from one another, our children don't want to play outside, and like a third of our space is dedicated to cars instead of, people and nature.
Having a kid today don't make no sense because you can't put them outside and tell them don't come back into the streetlights come on like they did us when we was kids. When we was kids, we would be outside dusk until dawn, day in, day out. We would get on them bikes and be clear across on the other side of town, and nobody knew where we were, and nobody even asked. As long as I was in that house, when my mama said be in that house, I was asked no questions. You can't do that today. You put them kids outside and tell them don't come into the streetlights, come on, you going to jail. Kid gonna come a missing, you on the news, you a headline on social media. It's a completely different world. When I was growing up, the worst punishment on earth was being told you can't go outside. If it came down between a whooping or having to stay in the house, I will take the whooping for 500, Alex, because I am not sitting in this house cooped up with y'all. Kids now are in the house all day long on electronic devices in your hair and in your face. And then they get 1,000 breaks from school. They got winter break, Easter break, spring break. We don't want to look at your kids today break. They got all these breaks and they come home to y'all because they don't even have adequate after school programs like they did when I was a kid. I would be in school after school until 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, come home, eat something, do homework, and get up and do the same thing again next day. I was not in my mama's face all day long. And I'll be honest with y'all, until we get back to that, till we get back to y'all go outside and don't come into the streetlights, come on, don't run in and out and drink some water out of a water hose because it makes you stronger. I don't know why, but water out of a water hose, it just builds something different in you. Till we get back to that, I don't see it, y'all. I don't see no kids in the future.
Kids don't play football outside anymore. When I was younger, you see this pitch here, it would be packed, like packed full of people, you know what I'm saying? Just everyone, all ages, everyone playing outside. But nowadays, everyone's just indoors. Literally, everyone's indoors. This pitch here, it barely has anyone, you know, like everyone's always on social media, everyone's just glued to their phones, and guys, it's crazy. We need to bring more kids outside this summer, you know? Just like take your kids' phones or whatever so that they can just go outside, enjoy the weather, you know what I'm saying?
Playing outside when you was younger, you'd get into so much stupidity. I once got chased by a Rottweiler. This kid said that his dog doesn't like black people around a whole bunch of black kids. He proceeds to let his dog out and it only chased us. What process do you have to go through to make a dog racist? Anyway, kids don't play outside anymore and that's so crazy to me. These new kids are so boring. Ride a bike, knock on my door and run away. I'd be so proud. It's like, wow, it's your turn now. But nah, they are inside all day. What happened? These new kids, their knees are smooth as hell because they've never fallen down when they've been running around. Kids don't cry from falling down and scraping their knee anymore. They cry because their iPad got taken away. These kids are inside all day playing Roblox and watching Disney Plus. That's why kids aren't fun. When I was growing up, most people weren't allowed phones until they were like 11 or 12. So if you wanted to interact with your friends, you had to go to their house, knock, and hope. We would ask to go outside. These kids nowadays, you have to force them out the house. In summer, I drove past the park that we all used to go to when we was little. The park was dead, empty. No one was...
Make it make sense. It drives me crazy. I just don't understand it. The kids have been crazy. They've been loud. They've been arguing and fighting. So the first thing you think is we got to get them outside. We got to burn off that energy. You get outside. You know what happens? They all lay down. 2 minutes into being outside. I'm hot. I'm tired. I need a drink. I don't get it. It drives me insane. They want to run and scream and kick and play and do all that stuff inside. And the moment we get outside, we're like, go have fun, go play. We give them all kinds of equipment to play with. We give them all kinds of things to do. And all they do is want to sit with you. And it's not screen time. These parents don't let their kids just sit and watch screen. Half of them are allowed to have screen time. So I really just don't get it. They don't like to be outside, but then we'll go inside, and a few minutes later, they'll start running again and screaming and being crazy, or say, can we go outside? Or the moment we say, we're going outside, they're like, yay, we're going outside. We get outside, what do? They want to lay down.
I just saw an ice cream truck, and I have not seen an ice cream truck in so long. Like, I'm sitting here in my car and I start hearing the music. Like, and I'm like, what is that? And, like, I thought it was like background music on a video that I was watching, but no, it was an ice cream truck coming through the neighborhood. And I was like, I haven't seen one of those in so long. I remember there used to be one when I was younger where it used to come through. We used to buy like these popsicles, like these strawberry popsicles. And I'm like, wow, what happened to the ice cream trucks? I want to see more of them. Where are the children? There are children that live in the street. Why are they not outside playing right now? I don't know. It was like a wake-up call. It was like it just snapped me back into reality. Because what? An ice cream truck? I ain't seen that in years.
I know that when I was a kid, I was out bike riding, playing lots of sports, going to the park, things like that. But now it's kind of like pulling teeth to get the kids to actually go outside. And I know personally because I do have children as well, and the tablets do take over at times. And I'm wondering what you think here because you've seen these videos, and is there a solution to this? Is this a problem in the first place? So please, let's have the conversation. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.